Okay. Well, again, there's nothing on my gap scans at all. It's pretty dead today, but BCAN did pop up on the Momo scanner, and this one looks pretty good, I would say. It's pulled back a ton. It's all the way back from 20, I don't know, like $22, all the way back down to 15. So pulled back quite a bit, but that could be a good thing as well. It could have a lot of volatility. Um, I don't know. We'll see what it wants to do here at open. Maybe it might rip. Who knows, really? Spreads are kind of big on it. Shift in momentum, I would have to say, would be right here at this high. Okay, so here's a touch of VWAP. See if it can at least hold above VWAP. It's a 40-cent spread, so I shouldn't even be touching this one. I could get long here for the break of VWAP, but I'm gonna wait it out. Feels like it's pulling back and it's gonna flag here, like a bear flag. It's not easy to borrow, so I'll just hold out. It's really close to its halt level now. See if it gets halted here. Well, it almost got a false halt there, but it looks like it's gonna resume pretty low. That was a big move though. Big move pre-market. It's unfortunate it could not pop back up here, but I'm not too surprised. This is the only one that I thought had potential today. Besides that, we have ALLK. This one's not too bad. It wasn't on my scans at all though. SHPH, see what this was doing. Light on volume. Copy. AOI. Not interested in this one either. It is easy to borrow though. SYRS. Nah, if anything, the only one I like so far is ALLK. Okay, I could get long on this one here. The break of this high. High is 55. Could go for a quick scalp. Break of that high. I want to see what it's gonna do in these. I'm gonna get long. I was gonna say I want to see what it's gonna do these last couple seconds. I'm gonna get long here at 48, and I'm gonna look for the break of its last high at 355 on its 5 minute. Massive sellers now stacked on 48, so I should probably sell it here. Selling it there, break even. I don't like how many sellers were stacking there. Mm, that's unfortunate. So I was a little late on my entry there. Jesus, I tried to get in at 47, but obviously I pressed it at 50, and that nice rip. Damn, that sucks. All the way to 70 right there. It's just unfortunate I was in a candle too early. That's a really nice push there. And you know what? I didn't even realize it formed like a descending triangle here. I thought it was just gonna start breaking lower if I'm being honest. So at this point, 55 is our support technically. Mm, I could have bought in there, but I feel like it's pulling back too much at this point. It's not really getting bought up the dip, so I don't really want to buy into it. And you get a sudden surge right there of momentum. If it continues holding and it's an inside candle, then I wouldn't mind getting long on this next one. See if I can get a micro pullback to about 60 on the ask. Nope. Trying to buy the dip here at 59. have an order out that filled. No way. So I wasn't filled at 59 there at all. And I clicked it quick too. Jesus. That was like perfect timing. No fill. So we'll wait. 5 minutes still looks good for a long. Then with the 10-minute high here is 73, so we gotta keep that in mind. See if it pulls back to 55, I'll buy the dip there again. See if we can get a bounce. Nah, I shouldn't trade it. MACD's curling on the 1 minute, and then it's also pulled back way too much. It's not, well, not pulled back too much, what am I talking about? It's pretty much light on volume. It's dead on volume at the moment. We get long here at 62. With anticipation of this high break, 64, and then a push back up to 73. 65. Next 1 minute here. Let's see if we can get a micro pullback again on the 1 minute. I'll buy in at like 63. Guess I'll buy the dip there at 63. Let's see if we can get a push up to 64. 65. So that my target would be the 73 high now. Need a breakthrough 65. There's 66. 73 would be the target. $70. Selling there at 71. I was looking for the break, but I think it's gonna end in a doji. So that was a good sell. False break on the 1 minute. Almost broke its 5 minute high. We got 73 by 72, I think. Yeah. So almost broke its high. Not quite though. Maybe on this next 1 minute it will. You try it out. This is the MACD on it is just pulling back a little too much. High here, 72. We could get in again for the break of 72 here. Instant flush down though to 59, 58. BCAN halted going down again. Okay, so with the light volume on this one, it's getting pretty tricky. Next 5 minute did just open, but I don't know. It's a flag on the 5 minute so far. I would like to see it continue the sideways consolidation until its next 10 minute, and then we could see a rip through 70. So I could start adding into this position, but if this rejects in the 5 minute and comes back down to like 50, then it's a problem. But let's see, it's coming all the way back up to 70 here. Good about the dip there at 64. There's 73, touches 73, didn't quite break it though. There's a break. Switch to 79, but not a significant break. So as I mentioned, I could have got long there at 64. That would have been a good long, but I wasn't sure if it was gonna triple top there, and I wanted to wait it out for the next 5 minute break. KNBE is also hitting the scans. Since bid hitting the scans actually. It's unfortunate that BCAN just didn't have the momentum, or just didn't have that long, I guess, bias, because it's pretty volatile and it seems pretty clean. But it did have a spread. I had like a 40-cent spread at one point, uh, which it didn't like, obviously. But it's unfortunate that it couldn't continue its move higher. That would have been nice to trade that stock back into the 20s if it could have. But now it's pulled back all the way from 22 all the way to 11. So I guess that one's kind of a dead stock for now, at least. The 68 is technically our new support. I could watch a pullback to 68 and take a long there. After this next 5 and 10 minute high break, 5 minute high is 79. Once we break out from 79, well, I don't really know where our resistance levels are. I guess 630 would be our next resistance. Obviously, half and whole dollars too. Massive rejection there. MACD's finally pulling back. Breaking lower here. Well, I didn't want to see it break out on this candle. It's kind of unfortunate. I keep missing these little spikes here. Could have got long on this candle here. That would have been a nice move. This one it was a little harder to get long on, I think, because that random drop down, and it was below its MACD for a second. I didn't really want to get in there, but I don't know. I guess the 5 minute chart was looking really good. Some of the 10 minute, I just didn't expect it to break out on this candle. It's kind of unexpected for me. I guess the MACD made me a little nervous, and I didn't want to take a long there yet. Okay, so we're getting a little pullback here on the 1 minute. I could take small positions now that it's actually made a big move, but it's also easy to borrow, so I got to be careful here and really look at it for what it is. As soon as it breaks this low of 560, I think that's kind of it to the long side. It would have to break this low here for a shift of momentum back to the downside. I'll probably get rid of this line here because there's no true support around this area. It's kind of harder to find. So I'll probably get rid of that one and start respecting this line over here. I could move it higher too. There's another breakout here. Could go for the break of 6 on this next 5 minute, I guess. Or next 10 minute even. You do have sideways consolidation here on the 5 minute. So if anything, this next 5 minute candle, I would assume that it's just going to be a quick pop, like a quick rip, and then a rejection. That's kind of what I think is going to happen. So you have a nice climb here. This one's making really nice moves today, actually. I'm just missing all of them. I could get long here again, 90. 88 even. This candle is 85. By the dip here. Massive seller there at 90. Immediately moved. Like I said, there's gonna be a quick break on this 5 minute, I believe. Let's see. I don't want to chase it and get long right here just yet. That was a quick break. It hit 95 there for a second. I don't want to chase it and get long right here. A lot of red coming through on the tape, but no movement. So I don't like buying like that, where it spikes last minute on the 1 minute and then it opens flat. I don't really like buying those at all because I feel like it's just gonna be rejections from here. Coming up to 6. There's a break of 6. So that was a good break. It's just I hate buying ones like that. I can't. It's a lot of the time like that does happen. It usually is a rejection. That's why I don't like buying them. So 10 minutes still looking really strong. I'm gonna have to wait for this one to pull back now. I missed my opportunity there. Maybe it was obvious to some, but to me, I don't like buying those types of last minute surges. I could have bought there in the 80s at 84. That's why I checked this high here, 85. Because it practically hit 85. I think it hit 86 or it was 87 for me on the ask, but I didn't want to buy it there. And now if it pulls back, I gotta wait and find out where exactly it's gonna go. Because if the 5 minute turns red, then it could be a problem. BCAN halted going up, right? Now halted going down again. Jesus, man. What I'll do here is I'll wait for the next 10 minute. I don't want to see this 5 minute finish red. But if the 10 minute can finish pretty high around this area in the 90s, or even above 6 or close to 6, I would not mind. But the question is, like, where do I buy at this point? Like on a dip. We had massive support there in the 90s, but I think they just moved. I'd seen a 200,000 share bid there. There it is, 93. See if they get sold into. There's a break. A lot of red coming through now. 5 minutes now red. I would like for this to finish high around the 90s or even above the last 1 minute. That'd be great, but it's not. So now I'm kind of confused as to what I want to do this next 5 and 10 minute. They both open here. It's not bouncing off these lows here. So I don't know if it broke its low there. I don't think it did. 87 by 87. I would have preferred if it broke its low by the slightest even, and then got bought up again into the 90s. Back to 87. No break yet. It's double bottom so far. For it to solidify that it's a double bottom. I feel like it would have to make a massive pop here. I just don't trust this coming back down to 87. 87 again. So you get that break. There it is. Now we get a pop here. Or is that the end of this move for the stock? It needs to pop. Pop to 89. A little more red coming in. It's 91 now. 92. So nice pop there. Can we get a micro pullback here and then I could take a long? I guess I missed my opportunity there again. I missed it at 93. I don't know. I gotta stop waiting for a perfect entry because this thing's still going without me. I could have got long here in the 80s. I was just so hesitant to buy that dip below my support line. I got nervous there. But all this nervousness is straight up killing my trades. Break of 6 can be a difficult one, I think. Massive seller stack, well, literally just broke right there. So I broke its 5-minute high as well. Man, dude, I just missed such a good move here. Like, I even called it out too. I said if it breaks this support line, I want to see it pop. It didn't pop right away, and that's why I hesitated. And we get this massive rip here. I keep waiting. And now I'm getting that FOMO feeling like, oh, I just missed a whole move. I could have bought the dip there again at 6. Look at that, 612. So I could have bought the dip anywhere there. Nah, I'm just sitting on the sidelines. Man, dude, that sucks. That's so annoying. I'm not gonna trade it because at this point I'm already getting frustrated. I can feel that I'm getting frustrated. If anything, I can go for this next 5-minute candle high. 5-minute high 612. Pull back too much there. Not holding its highs, false break. Break of this low here, and then a pop to about 605 would look good. There's a massive rejection with it, so 10 minutes now red. 5-minute finish pretty low as a doji. Could watch for a pullback towards 6 and then take a short entry. I'll take a small start on a short if it can pop up to 6 here. I'll take a 500 share starter on it. Otherwise, I might just get short here for the break if it's low. See if it pops up. Double top there, 94. Can we break to 95? There it is. Short there, 95 or 94, I guess now. 500 shares. Looking for the break of this 5-minute low of 83. A break of 83, we can probably see a dip into the 77 area. It's popping here a little bit. Gotta be careful. 91 again. Can we see this back down to the 80s? Small pullback on this 1 minute here. There's 89. See a drop into the 88 and then 87. Need this to break lower here. 88. We hit 87. There it is. Need to break that 5-minute low here. 86, 81. There it is. Double bottom there at 83 practically. So about a 10-cent move. But like, I'd say it's like 40 something cents. I mean 40 something dollars. So it did break into the 81 level, but it popped right back up to 83. And I said this could go to the 77 area. So there's 77 and a break lower down to VWAP now. But I basically sold at my support line, or this triple bottom here, so I didn't want it to bounce on me. As soon as I'd seen it went to 81 and then popped a little bit, I was like, I should get rid of it. So if it's still showing support around that area, I'm screwed. So really nice short entry position. When I noticed that it wasn't going to pop to 6 there, it hit 96 and then it moved down back to 94. I took my short position. I figured it just didn't have that strength anymore to keep ripping. And then as soon as I'd seen this formation here on a 2-candle pullback, after its massive decline here, 2-candle pullback as a bear flag, I figured, okay, now's the time to get in. I didn't come to 6, but it did come to this resistance area here. So I did notice that I didn't have my line drawn out, but I did notice that. And I guess this candle or this line here would have been the shift in momentum to the downside. So as soon as we got that break, I mean, that's where it's gonna have to retest here, but now it's below VWAP. Now it's clearly showing a direction that it wants to break lower. Next 10 minutes gonna open here pretty soon as well. We'd have to see that it wants to retest either VWAP or this shift of momentum line before we see it actually continuing its move here to the downside. It's just unfortunate I missed all these moves here in the beginning. I took a short, you know, a little late there, but well, I'd say it was a good entry and good exit, relatively good exit. I mean, I missed a lot of the move, I guess, sold halfway into it, but at the same time here, like I could have got long here, I could have got long here, several times here, especially on this candle here, I could have got long there. It's unfortunate I missed the whole thing. So here's a retest coming back up here. Pretty significant pop. I have to be careful here though. I'm not gonna take a short, and I think that's kind of it for me today. I'll take what I have and walk. And I was supposed to come out, this what sucks. I was supposed to come out with a recap this weekend, but I just had so many chores. I had so many things I had to do. It's like every week I have an excuse for not coming out with it. I literally had all my stuff set up to record, and I was like, okay, I have the videos pulled up, I have this pulled up. Like all I need to do now is come out with a weekly recap. But I ended up not getting a chance to do it. So now I'm sitting here like, I was so mad yesterday because it's like, man, it's already 11:30 at night. I could record. Like I could just start recording right now, but I need to wake up early, and I barely woke up on time today. I haven't gotten that much sleep either, so it's just so frustrating because I've been wanting to come out with a recap in a long time. I just never had any time, so I'll try to figure it out. I'll try to get one out this week and try to recap it as soon as I can. I think I'm gonna make it a different slide color though, like a different thumbnail color for recaps now, like weekly recaps versus monthly recaps, versus trade reviews. Because trade reviews are blue at the moment, live trades are like orange, and then simulator accounts purple. So I think I'm gonna come out with yellow, maybe even green. But I think yellow is gonna be the weekly recaps. And the monthly recap we could put it some other color. I don't know what color yet. But I do think yellow's the next step. So, sheesh, we'll find out. We'll find out what's going on. I mean, today, not the best trading day. It's not a lot of volatility. We're having a lot more action than we did Friday. That's for sure, for sure. But it's pretty similar to last week. I have to say. I mean, BCAN. Jesus, this one's retracing its move like a lot, from 22 all the way down to 9 now. Hollow just got halted going down. No volume though. SHPH, this one also pulling back way too much. The only one that was worth it, I guess, would be ALLK, which was unexpected. I didn't expect this one to be like such a good mover today, but it wasn't even on my scans actually. There was nothing on my gap scans, even though BCAN had gapped up uh, so much pre-market, but I mean it's sold off, so it only makes sense it's not on my scans. So I don't know. With a day with nothing on my scans, here we are with ALLK, and this one put a screen. Not by much. I mean, $100 is a good start, I guess, but I have a long way to go, a long way to go to get all that loss back from last week and the week prior. We're down. I don't even know how much at this point. Let me get my calculator. But I can't let this get to my head. Can't let this bother me. So I'm actually wrong here. Uh-oh. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. I'll put it in the next video. I haven't updated how much I'm down. I just got so frustrated last Friday. I just did not want to even bother looking at my trades or anything, so I didn't. So I already knew what was going on. Like I knew I shouldn't have traded. It was such a dead day. I just want like I guess I started trading. I mentioned this a long time ago as well. When I'm actually live and I'm trading, I feel like I need to put out some sort of content for YouTube, whether it's a win or loss. And I guess that's what's also making me want to trade or I feel like I kind of need to trade to keep some entertainment going or something. Because if it's a no trade day, it's just kind of like like nobody really cares about it. There's literally no trades, but I don't know. BCAN halted going down again. Oh my gosh, what's going on with this stock? Jesus, what a short. That's insane. Too bad it's not easy to borrow. That's just crazy. But anyways, okay, we'll go ahead and wrap it up here. I will see you all tomorrow.